Welcome, history enthusiasts, to our journey through time. Today, we will embark on a thrilling adventure, traversing through the annals of human history. We will explore 15 pivotal events that have not only shaped the world as we know it, but also left an indelible mark on the sands of time. From the seeds sown during the agricultural revolution to the worldwide ripple effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, each event we discuss will reveal how humanity has evolved, adapted, and grown. So buckle up, brace yourselves, and let's dive headfirst into the depths of our past. Remember, every step we take is a step back in time, a chance to understand our roots better, and a way to appreciate the intricate tapestry of human history. Join us as we explore 15 historical events that have left an enduring legacy on the modern world. The seeds of civilization were sown with the agricultural revolution. Picture a time when mankind transitioned dramatically from a nomadic lifestyle of hunting and gathering to a more settled mode of agriculture. This marked change did not occur in a blink of an eye, but rather it was a slow progression that spanned over millennia, commencing roughly around 10,000 years ago. As our ancestors mastered the art of planting seeds and nurturing crops, they found themselves able to remain rooted, leading to the establishment of the first urban settlements. This shift in existence allowed for population expansions and the formation of social hierarchies. No longer was everyone a generalist. Individuals had the liberty to specialize and excel in particular fields, such as pottery, weaving, or farming. The excess food generated from these settled agricultural societies facilitated trade, which in turn acted as a catalyst for the emergence of intricate social structures. But this revolution was not just about ensuring a stable food supply, it represented a complete overhaul of the human lifestyle. It paved the way for advancements in society, culture, and technology that shaped the course of human history. This revolution laid the groundwork for all of human history that followed. In 476 AD, the mighty Roman Empire crumbled, signaling the end of the ancient world. This event was not a spontaneous one, but a culmination of internal conflicts, economic challenges, and relentless invasion from barbarian tribes. As Rome descended into chaos, the world entered a time now referred to as the Ages. Once bustling urban centers in Rome were deserted, left to fall into a state of disrepair, established trade corridors faltered, and the once thriving economy deteriorated into a state of ruin. The complex legal and administrative structures that held the empire together were supplanted by an array of local feudal allegiances. This wasn't merely a historical occurrence, it was a transformative event that altered the of Europe. It paved the way for the emergence of new kingdoms and nations, each fashioning their unique identities from the vestiges of the Roman world. This monumental downfall didn't just signify the fall of a powerful empire, but it marked the beginning of a new era with the creation of distinct identities and cultures. The fall of Rome sent waves of change throughout Europe, shaping the Middle Ages and beyond. The 14th century sparked a rebirth of art, culture, and intellect in Europe, known as the Renaissance. A significant period of change, it served as a bridge between medieval and modern periods. The creative minds of the era, including Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, introduced revolutionary concepts in art and science. Their extraordinary works are still admired and studied today. This era also celebrated scientific innovation, with luminaries like Nicholas Copernicus questioning universally accepted theories about our universe. The Renaissance era was marked by the advent of humanism, a philosophy pivoting around the significance and potential of human beings. This movement encouraged the pursuit of knowledge, individuality, and aesthetic appeal, values that find echoes in contemporary society. The period was a resurgence of classical learning and ideals, forming the foundation for the future. Connecting the past with the future, the Renaissance set the stage for the evolution of the world as we know it today. By placing humans at the center of thought and valuing knowledge, individuality, and beauty, it profoundly influenced modern society's values. The Renaissance revived classical learning and values, setting the stage for the modern world. In the late 20th century, the world entered a new era of innovation and connectivity, the digital revolution. This period marked the of computers, a miraculous technological innovation set to reshape human interaction and efficiency. These machines, once just a figment of sci-fi imagination, became a reality. They rapidly evolved, becoming more compact, quicker, and stronger with each year. The next significant breakthrough was the Internet. This comprehensive system of interconnected computers unveiled a universe of knowledge and communication prospects, converting our expansive world into a linked global village. Soon, the smartphone emerged, an invention that compacted the potency of a computer and the Internet's connectivity into our pockets. These advancements, once only dreamed of, became the backbone of our society, revolutionizing the way we communicate, work, and learn. These technologies have altered our lives, changing the way we perceive information and interpret the world around us. The digital revolution continues to shape our world, transforming how we work, learn, and connect with each other. Before the digital age, another revolution had already set the stage for dramatic societal transformation: the Industrial Revolution. Originating in the 18th century, this era of swift industrial growth marked a pivotal shift from manual labor to mechanized methodologies and the rise of the factory system. The incessant hum of machinery became the new rhythm of life, echoing through the sprawling cities that teemed with worker populations. Life, as it was known, saw a radical change. People migrated to urban areas in droves, forming new societal structures. The world was witnessing a transformation, from being purely agricultural to the dawn of a new industrial era. The Industrial Revolution had global impact. It altered the dynamics of trade significantly, creating opportunities for imperial expansion. Far-reaching and profound, its effects were not to commerce or economy. It also redefined social norms and societal frameworks. It didn't merely alter our work, it transformed the world, laying the foundations for the modern, industrialized societies that we inhabit today. From the din of weaving looms to today's hum of computer servers, the story of human innovation is a testament to our ceaseless quest for progress. This revolution didn't just change the way we worked, it forever changed the world, setting for the technologically advanced societies we live in now. From the clatter of looms to the whirring of computers, humanity's capacity for innovation continues to shape and reshape our world. As the Industrial Revolution was reshaping the world, another revolution was taking place, one that would forever alter the political landscape of Europe and beyond. This is late 18th century France, where the French Revolution was brewing. It was a time of radical change, triggered by social inequality, financial crises, and the spread of Enlightenment ideals. The oppressive feudal order and the autocratic monarchy were contested by the growing middle class, seeking liberty, equality, and brotherhood. An era of terror followed, with the guillotine symbolizing the bloody period. Out of this turmoil, Napoleon Bonaparte emerged, later proclaiming himself as emperor. The revolution marked downfall of absolute monarchy in France and influenced the world at large. It fostered nationalism, democracy, and secularism, paving the way for social and political transformations. The French Revolution, like the Industrial Revolution before it, showed the world that societal structures could be challenged, changed, and replaced, forever shaping the course of human history. As the dust was settling on the French Revolution, another monumental event was unfolding across the Atlantic. The American colonies were rising against British rule, instigating the American Revolution. This was a period of bold declarations and harsh battles, marked by the motto, "No taxation without representation." The colonists, burdened by British taxes and constraints, longed for freedom. Key personalities such as George Washington, the commander of the Continental Army, and Thomas Jefferson, the primary author of the Declaration of Independence, came to the fore. The Battle of Yorktown was the turning point for the Americans, marking the end of significant conflicts. The American Revolution led to the formation of a new nation, the United States of America. The birth of a democratic republic, complete with a constitution and a Bill of Rights, marked a new beginning, serving as a model for modern democracies. The American Revolution, akin to its French counterpart, was instrumental in the formation of a new country and inspired global upheavals. The American Revolution, much like its French counterpart, was a pivotal event that led to the birth of a new nation and inspired revolutions around the world. It a testament to the power of people's will, and its echoes continue to reverberate through time. From the birth of a new nation, we transition to the early 20th century, a period marked by a conflict of unmatched scale, the outbreak of World War I. This war, known then as the Great War, involved a multitude of nations. The trigger was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in 1914, setting a volatile mix aflame. It unveiled the horrors of trench warfare, where soldiers lived and died in narrow, muddy trenches under a sky filled with the hum of tanks and aircraft. This era witnessed the emergence of chemical warfare, mustard gas being a prime example, marking a bleak milestone in the art of war. The aftermath saw the reshaping of the world, collapse of empires, and birth of new nations. The impact was deep and lasting, with casualties in millions and cities turned to rubble. World War I was a devastating conflict that forever changed the course of the 20th century, setting the stage for even greater upheavals in the decades to come. As we emerge from the shadows of World War I, we find ourselves in the vast expanses of Russia in 1917. Here lies a nation in turmoil. Social unrest and war fatigue have left the people disillusioned. Yearning for change, they were about to witness the beginning of a massive political shift. The Russian Revolution, a momentous event, was ready to impact an entire century. Spearheading this upheaval was the Bolshevik Party. At their helm, the formidable Vladimir Lenin, who promised the citizens peace, land, and bread. The Tsar was soon overthrown, paving the way for the world's first communist state. The red replaced the Russian tricolor, and the hammer and sickle emerged as symbols of a new regime. But the influence of the revolution was not contained within Russia. It resonated globally, catalyzing the spread of communism and laying the groundwork for the Cold War, a decades-long conflict between democracy and communism. This revolution signified the termination of one era and the inception of another. It was death knell for Tsarist Russia and the birth cry of the Soviet Union, a communist powerhouse that would shape the world's political landscape for much of the 20th century. From the ashes of the Russian Revolution, we move into the mid-20th century marked by World War II, a devastating chapter in human history. The world bore witness to the rise of fascism, the failure of appeasement, and Adolf Hitler's ambitions. These ignited a second global conflict, consuming nations and lives. The Holocaust, an unprecedented genocide and atomic bombs, a display of man's destructive ingenuity, marked this era. Nonetheless, like a phoenix rising, the world transformed post-war. The United Nations came into being with an aim to prevent such decolonization, swept across Africa and Asia, freeing nations from imperial chains. A new conflict, the Cold War, began. It was a war of ideologies fought not on fields but in power corridors. World War II was a cataclysmic event that reshaped the world, setting the stage for the modern era. It was a testament to the worst and the best of humanity, a dark chapter in our history from which we continue to draw lessons. As the dust of World War II settled and the world began to rebuild, another revolution was brewing in the United States, not of guns and bombs, but of hearts and minds. This was the Civil Rights Movement, a fight for social justice and equality transforming the nation's fabric. Amid the lingering war echoes, the oppressed voices rose, demanding an end to racial segregation and discrimination. Key figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks emerged, the former daring to envision a world where character mattered more than skin color, the latter challenging segregation by refusing to surrender her bus seat. The 1963 March on Washington marked a significant point in the movement, crowned by King's "I Have a Dream" speech. The movement brought about considerable changes in laws and societal attitudes, leading to the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act. It had a monumental impact, inspiring other global social movements. The quest for equality persists, but the Civil Rights Movement was a pivotal period in American history that brought us closer to the ideal of a nation where all men are created equal. As the Civil Rights Movement was making waves on Earth, another revolution was taking place beyond our planet. This was the space race, a fierce rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union. Initiated by the launch of Sputnik, the first artificial satellite by the Soviets in 1957, it sparked a dynamic race for cosmic dominance. The U.S. rose to this challenge, leading to the seminal moment in 1969 when Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon, declaring it one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. The space race influenced many spheres, from science and technology to international relations. It propelled technological growth, inspired educational interest in science and math, and became a symbolic battlefield showcasing each superpower's capabilities. But it wasn't only about competition. It also initiated cooperation, resulting in joint ventures like the Apollo-Soyuz test project. Currently, the era of space exploration persists with the International Space Station and the planned missions to Mars. The space race of the mid-20th century was more than a competition. It was a testament to human ingenuity, the power of exploration, and our eternal quest to understand our place in the cosmos. From the vast expanses of space, we turn our gaze back to Earth, to a critical juncture in 1989. The Berlin Wall, an emblem of the Iron Curtain and the segregation of East and West, fell. This wasn't an abrupt occurrence, but a peak of escalating tension and transformation. The strategic shift enacted by Mikhail Gorbachev through glasnost and perestroika, the growing discontent amongst East Germans, and the nonviolent demonstrations all played a part in this momentous the announcement by East Germany that its citizens could traverse to the west led to a massive gathering at the wall. The border guards, outnumbered and uncertain, allowed passage. The broadcast of joyous reunions of loved ones encircled the globe. The demolition of the wall was not simply an emotional reunion. It symbolized the Soviet Union's impending downfall and set the groundwork for Germany's reunification. The fall of the Berlin Wall was a historic moment indicating the cessation of the Cold War and the advent of a new era. It was a testament to the human spirit's yearning for freedom, a reminder that no matter how formidable the barriers may seem, they can be overcome. As the dust settled from the fall of the Berlin Wall and the world moved into the 21st century, humanity was struck by a tragic event, the 9/11 attacks. On September 11, 2001, Al-Qaeda militants hijacked 4 airplanes and executed coordinated suicide attacks against the United States. 2 planes were flown into the World Trade Center in New York City. A third hit the Pentagon, and the 4th crashed in Pennsylvania when passengers counterattacked the hijackers. The world watched in disbelief as the towers fell, searing those images into our collective consciousness. The aftermath saw a global surge of grief and unity. It marked the start of the War on Terror, a global campaign led by the United States and its allies to eradicate terrorist organizations. The effects of 9/11s reached far beyond the immediate wreckage and loss. It reshaped global politics, spurred new security protocols, and altered societal perspectives on terrorism and national security. The 9/11 attacks were a turning point in history, a moment when the world's collective sense of security was shattered, shaping the course of the 21st century and beyond. Hardly 2 decades after the 9/11 attacks shook the world, humanity was faced with a different kind of crisis. Late 2019 saw the emergence of SARS-CoV-2, a virus that led to a global pandemic impacting all aspects of life. This virus prompted a disease named COVID-19 that quickly spread worldwide. Countries raced to respond, executing measures such as lockdowns and travel prohibitions. Health systems pushed to their maximum, economies dove into recessions, and daily life underwent drastic transformations. Schools shut down, remote work became standard, and masks turned into a common part of our... The globe looked on as scientists tirelessly worked to generate vaccines at an unprecedented speed. As we continue battling the virus, the end appears uncertain. The COVID-19 pandemic underscores our shared humanity and global interconnectedness. The repercussions of this crisis will echo in our societies, molding the world in ways we're yet to fully comprehend. As we anticipate a post-pandemic world, we hold on to a deep sense of hope, resilience, and an enhanced understanding of our collective strength when faced with challenges. Every epoch in our shared history has been marked by triumphs, tragedies, revolutions, and evolutions. Each event, each era, has left an indelible imprint on the canvas of time, shaping the course of humanity. From the fall of empires to the rise of new ideologies, from the darkest hours of war to the brightest moments of peace, from the slow grind of revolutions to the swift pace of technological advancements, we have witnessed it all. In understanding our past, we glean invaluable insights into our present and future. We learn the significance of resilience in the face of adversity, the power of unity in times of division, and the importance of innovation in periods of stagnation. We recognize the cyclical nature of history and the potential we hold to shape our destiny. As we close this journey through time, remember that we are all part of this rich tapestry of human history. Our actions today will be the history of tomorrow, and as we step into the future, let's carry with us the lessons of our past and the hope for a better tomorrow. Narrator, thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay connected. Remember to click the subscribe button for more historical content and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.